Coach, do we have an update on Jordan Smaltz?
Yeah,
Or Jake Smaltz, sorry.
okay. Well, yeah, Jake Schmaltz will be unavailable for the weekend.
You're a third of the way through the season. Just give us your impressions of your team so far to date.
Probably still a work in progress. Some things to probably keep getting better at, but playing a consistent brand of hockey and a team that has a lot of energy from weekend to weekend. I think it's a situation where we talked about being at home in October and trying to get to the things we needed to do, and then finding a way on the road to play games on the road that we can have success with. So, kind of a tale of two stories, being at home and then on the road, and now we're back at home again. So I think the third chapter in the first half is the last 4 weekends to close out the first half and what that looks like.
Coach, what's been the importance of scoring first for your team this season?
It's very important. Leading games versus chasing games. Gaining momentum, playing fast, getting out to quick starts. And I think those are situations where, we want to try to still be consistent on that side of it. But again, like I said, I think it's about starting on time and playing fast.
Back home for the first time in a few weeks. Got to be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Again, a couple of weeks on the road, back home again. I think the biggest thing is we got to make sure that the level stays high and that we know we're playing at the Ralph in a place in an environment that's a great college atmosphere and, guys are excited to play for. But knowing that returning home, it doesn't change how we do things and knowing that we got to keep pushing the bar north and playing at a very fast pace.
With it being conference play too, you know that any team can kind of come in with a win. You saw that last year with Miami. How do you make sure that doesn't happen again?
Well, first of all, it was duly noted early in the week, with a video meeting with our guys that, the first game, we ended up winning, and the second game we left a lot on the table, and they ended up capitalizing, and that's the NCHC, right? It doesn't matter who you are, everybody has a chance to win. And you have to be ready to play, and so that's going to be the focus for sure on Friday, and then when Saturday comes, Saturday will come. But again, like I've been standing in front of this podium so many times talking about how important Friday is. That's the most important game, and none is different. Whether you're playing Minnesota, BU, Miami, Duluth, whatever that looks like, it's just another opponent that you have to be ready for right away on Friday, and it'll be the same this weekend with Miami.
And talk about conference play, obviously. Coming out away with 6 points last weekend was big. I know Penrose is a really big goal for you guys this season.
Yeah, it is. It always is. And winning the Penrose, it is a long journey of 24 games in the NCHC, but you don't have a chance of doing it unless you have a great start. We saw what happened last year when we fell behind a little bit and tried to chase, up the standings, and you have to have a fast start. There's a couple other teams in our league that are having a fast start right now as well, and for us, it's about taking care of business and taking that game by game approach and trying to keep adding to the portfolio of games that we play in the NCHC.
I know Dylan Simpson's kind of taken over the face-off role for coaching this year for you guys, and the success continues to follow.
A D-man coach that's doing the face-offs, and Jason Ulmer did a great job for us here over the years, and that's such a vital, important part of the game that having somebody to take that over. Dylan's done a great job of working with our guys not only on the ice, but doing video sessions and individual approach and line approach of how that works. And again, it's very important. It's the first battle of a play. It's puck possession and making sure that when you have energy, you want the puck, not chasing to go get it and spend your energy getting the puck.
Brad, when Ludwig went in the portal, was it did you guys do video work to know that he was your guy? Was it some memory from playing against him? How did you guys decide that was the guy you wanted?
Yeah, and that's a great question. Once they hit the portal, then you got to be fast and you got to get a body of work of what that looks like, and a lot of times it's getting to video, but you just talked about memory. Yeah, we played against him a lot, and we knew he was a situation where he can win games outright. He can steal games coming from behind. He's a guy that gives you a chance to win, and it came from a direct result of us playing against him in the NCHC. So I would say probably for him, the most of it was on memory, maybe a little bit on video, but mostly on memory.
How about the piece? I know you guys want certain types of people in the program. How'd you know that he was off the ice, the kind of guy you want in the locker room too?
Yeah, well, I think those are things that you make phone calls after, once they're in the portal, and then you have former coaches. I know we have a really strong relationship with his former coach in Lone Star. That's a big deal. Like, you have a player coming from Europe, which normally doesn't happen a lot, to come play junior hockey in the North American League. That's sacrifice right there. That tells you a little bit about his character, right? That you're willing to leave your home country, come thousands of miles over to come play in North America to get a D1 college scholarship. So, those calls go out to youth hockey coaches, to junior coaches that previously had players, and obviously the coach in Lone Star pounded his fist on the table and gave a glowing endorsement of him about his character and work ethic. And man, I see that every day in practice. I see he's one of the first ones here at the rink every day and one of the last ones to leave, and a guy that's invested in himself every single day. And when your goaltender does that, that's having success, it resonates through your group.
Can I ask one more real quick? Sorry. Just with Jake being out this weekend, what other guys are you hoping to step up?
Yeah, you know what? I think the guys in the lineup, just taking those minutes, right? Whether they're 5-on-5, whether they're PK or power play, those guys just taking a little bit more share of that. And, whether it's the experienced guys or maybe the younger players as well. But again, like Jake impacts our program in a lot of ways on every different part of the phase of the game, and now it's an opportunity for some guys, whether they're experienced or young guys, to take a little bit of that, and we get to see their body of work on it.